Hey, good morning everybody, and we are back at it again. It is Friday, November 29th. It is right at 5 a.m. It's right at 39 degrees out, and I am headed out to Fort Knox this morning. A bunch of the guys are headed out to duck hunt camp. I'm hoping to catch up with them here over the next week and to get on some of those ducks. But I am still trying to fill my Fort Knox tag and track down yet another Kentucky buck this year. So I came out here Wednesday afternoon after work and did some still hunting slash scouting, and I was gonna hunt. I found a nice little spot, tried to set up, but man, that wind was just whipping across the top of that mountain, and I couldn't keep my ground blind pinned down. So I took it all back down, threw it on my back, and I just went to hiking. So I put in a little over 4 miles and finally got up on top of this ridge, and it kind of opens up into a beautiful meadow with a cedar thicket on the right side and a hard trail on the left side across from it, and coming out of the hardwoods, and then a rub line down the edge of that cedar thicket. So I sat up there for about the last hour, and then unfortunately didn't see anything. Gathered all my stuff, started hiking out because I didn't really know exactly where I was at, so I left about 30 minutes early and wound up bumping deer the entire way out. I mean, probably 15 to 20 doe deer. I don't know, they were just running in every direction. So headed back in there good and early this morning. Got about, 45-minute drive or so. I'm hoping to be all set up by about 6:30 this morning, and then hopefully as soon as that gray light or that sun starts to come up, I'm starting to bring you guys some great footage. So continue to hang in there, and we will see you when we get all set up and in the blind. Stay tuned.
All right, everybody. It is a long hike back here. I've got just a ton of gear with me today. So definitely don't think I'm gonna need to hit the gym after this one. Right at 6:30. Finally got all the way back here. Got everything all set up. I'm right outside the cedar thicket on this rub line. I thought I was gonna sit down there, but when I got down to that other side, it's actually downhill from here. And I feel like I have a better shot angle to the side that I see. I've got a heavy trail over to my right, rub line to my left, cedar thicket to my rear, and then open meadow to my front, going downhill into another meadow on the other side of the creek. So once I got into this general area, it smelled real bucky, like real musky. So all the signs point to I'm in the right spot. So it was a long, long way in here. I'm burning up. So I'm gonna sit back, turn all the lights off, take the coat off, cool down, and then hopefully when that sun comes up, we're in the game. So keep hanging in there. So it's right at 8:30. I haven't seen anything but a raccoon. So I'm about to go to town on these black racks. Mix it up with some extinguisher grunt calls. See if I can't put together that illusion that there's another couple bucks over here fighting for a doe. All right, everybody, it's right at 11 o'clock, and unfortunately, I got skunked. I have not seen a single deer, and it's kind of crazy. I mean, got a rub line behind me, 2 fresh rubs, got a trail that runs over to my right, got an oak flat to my right, cedar thicket to my left, goes down to a skinny pinch at the bottom, and then opens up into another little meadow at the top, all up here in the top of this mountain. So, I mean, just ideal situation, just no deer. And I guess that's the hard part, you know, so used to hunting private land that's been managed, that I've managed for years. You know the deer movement, you know what deer are out there. You have a pretty good inventory. So basically every time you hunt, you see deer, and then you change it up after you fill that tag, and you come out to public or, you know, federal land, and you just have to scout and try to find the best sign possible, put a lot of work in, and then set up and keep your fingers crossed. So also not able to bait, you know, have any type of attractant to bring them in, or have an actual reason to come to a particular area makes it difficult as well. So I'm gonna pack all this stuff up. Great setup, just no luck. And I'm gonna make that long trek back to the truck. I'm gonna sign out of this spot, and then I'm gonna move into more of a flat, open spot that I've got picked out on X. My wife said there was probably 20, 30 deer running all over the backfield behind the house this morning. A couple bucks chasing. So I'm gonna try my luck this afternoon, getting more into a field situation, and try to scout out some good sign and set up on it. So that's all you can do, guys. We're gonna get it all done. Hopefully you'll continue to hang in here with me, and we'll be bringing you some great footage here before too long. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, just a real quick kind of intro to tonight's hunt. Finally got out of that other area, checked out, came down to where I wanted to hunt based on onX, and they didn't have any more spots. So I was getting ready to leave, and I seen 2 guys walking down the road. So they came out, checked out, and I was able to check in. So that worked out perfect. Got everything hiked back here. Just kind of started following the sign. I passed 5 or 6 really good rubs. Kind of some dense bedding back here, and then it opened up into, I don't know, probably about a 400-yard stretch of food plot. Looks like really green clover, maybe some sugar beets or winter beets. Heavy trail right in front of me. Another heavy trail down there about 75 yards, going back into this cedar thicket. And then I'm sitting right on a cut through back into this bedding. So as far as everything I've done on post so far, this is by far the best setup that I've found. I wish it was gun season so I could really, you know, reach out there on both ends of this food plot, but I think where I'm set up, I'm tucked back into the brush. Got good visibility to my left. I can see out to about my 2 o'clock to my right, straight behind me on 2 heavy trails. So keep putting in the time, the effort, and it's eventually gonna pay off. I just hope that these past 2 gun seasons here on post haven't pressured these deer so bad that they're just staying nocturnal at this point. So I'm gonna settle in. Got about 3.5 hours before dark. Hope you continue to hang in there, and I hope we're gonna be bringing you some really good footage here before too long. Stay tuned.
Get my butt whooped. That's all I can say. Just got checked out, and went in the dark, came out in the dark, and I mean, for all intents and purposes, we are in the money. I mean, good sign, fresh rubs, scrapes, just found all kinds of fresh feces. Another whole tree line of fresh rubs on the way out. I went out a different way than I went in, and I mean, the sign is everywhere. Green food source sitting in the back of a timber thicket. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. So the only thing I can think of is just on post here, these deer have just been so pressured with so much hunting over the past, especially the past 3-4 weeks here. They've already had 2 gun seasons, archery season, I'm seeing cars coming and going. So there was a hunter here when I got here. There's another hunter here now after I went in, and that's about the only activity I've heard or seen. Well, I didn't see it, heard it all day. Is about an hour and a half ago, I heard some blowing to my far right in the distance. No way it was from me. I was in a blind and my wind was going the opposite direction, so didn't bust me, but I think whoever came in late probably was moving those deer. So it never came my way. I literally have not seen a deer all day, other than the ones that I bumped going in early this morning over at the other location. So guys, putting in the time, putting in the grind, and we will come out on top. It's just it is wearing me down. So I'm taking off tomorrow. My wife and I are going to go do some Christmas shopping and get that knocked out for the kids, and then probably we'll be back at it out here Sunday. Try my luck again, and then at least Sunday morning, and then this coming weekend is the final gun season here on post, so we'll definitely be back in here for that. So the only thing I can think of, guys, is just right now these deer are they've just gone totally nocturnal, and they're just staying bedded up with all the activity that they're not used to. And like I said earlier today, it's hard on me when you basically hunt. The majority of your hunts is done on private land that you're managing, and you're tending to a herd, and you see deer every time you go out in the field, and then all of a sudden you come out here in this public ground where the deer are just being pushed all over the place. You have no idea. It's basically just an adventure every single time. Find the sign, set up on it, try it out. Find the sign, set up on it, try it out, and just keep narrowing it down. But with all that said, I mean, unsuccessful, but in the sense that we are successful in the fact that we're, narrowing down different areas and getting to know different areas a lot better than we've known before, and putting our thumb on it. So we will keep going after it. I hope you guys continue to tune in. Hope you enjoy the episode. If nothing else, just to see the work that we do put in to being successful, to bring that great footage to you guys. And then sometimes we come up empty-handed, so it's part of the game. So if you haven't got down there, click on that subscribe button. Like I said, we've got a long season ahead of us. Hopefully my son will be coming in before the season's over from the military, and we'll be able to get him out. Jeff will be back. We got some tags to fill for him. Matt still got to fill his tag. Adam still got to fill his state tag. 3 of us have on post tags that we can run all the way up through January. So all kinds of action, and I didn't even touch all of it. Plus, we're getting ready to go into duck season, and that's going to pop off starting as fast as tomorrow. I know Drew and a bunch of the guys have already been out. Travis has been out setting up all kinds of awesome brushed in blinds. So a lot more action to come. Get down there and click that subscribe button. And as always, wake up and hunt.